Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got episode number 73 of the Los Angeles Angels franchise mode here in MLB 21 the show, and we are back for the All-Star break. Yeah, we're going to do an All-Star break specific episode in tonight's gameplay, and it is going to be the Home Run Derby. Why? Because Mike Trout is in the Derby this year. It's Matt Olson, Teoscar Hernandez, Trout, Austin Meadows, Christian Yelich, Rafael Devers, Pete Alonso, and Francisco Lindor. And in the first round, Mike Trout is taking on Rafael Devers. Devers hit 18 in the first round, so we will see what will happen. Lindor and Yelich will be facing off in the semifinals in the other side of the bracket. Here he is, Mike Trout, 507 career home runs. Unfortunately, I guess we missed his 500th home run. I didn't know when that was going to happen. We missed it, but we are here now, and he is in the Derby for the very first time. So again, he's trying to beat Devers' score of 18. And also, if you didn't notice, the All-Star Game's in Pittsburgh this year, here at PNC Park. So this is probably the biggest baseball event that's ever happened here in Pittsburgh since the Pirates went and beat the Yankees back in the 50s, where Bill Mazeroski hit that game-winning home run. Maybe, I don't know, in Game 7 of what, the 50-something World Series? Again, I'm just joking, but honestly, I mean, what important thing has ever happened in Pittsburgh since then? All right, back now to the Derby. Trout is killing it so far, and while the Derby is rolling in the background, I did this a couple times with the Padres series. I'm just going to talk about this entire team, of course, the Angels, and where I think this team's going to go in the future. Obviously, we're trying to make the playoffs right now. We are the number 2 wild card, and by the way, yesterday's episode against the Tampa Bay Rays, that was the last game before the All-Star break, so you missed nothing with the simulation. And yeah, I'm just going to talk about where I think this team can end up in the playoffs, or where potentially we are looking to move on from guys at the upcoming trade deadline. So starting at catcher, the guy right now for us, of course, is Keibert Ruiz. We moved on from Francisco Alvarez in the offseason because Alvarez just couldn't hit for crap. And yeah, we stuck with Keibert Ruiz, who's just a constant guy who's batting .240 every season. He showed up in the playoffs big time last season. That was a big factor in me bringing him in again this year and saying goodbye to Francisco Alvarez. Ruiz is still very young. He's, what, 26 years old. Still hasn't even hit his prime technically. And of course, our backup is Mitch Garver. Garver is really just a one-year thing just to try to get a veteran guy on the bench who can hit for some power when we do need him to, if Keibert Ruiz does need an off day. And by the way, Mike Trout is 3 home runs away, or now 2 home runs from beating Rafael Devers. That outside pitch is pulling to left field. It gets down, 437. One more for the win. Okay, he pulls one foul. He's got 30 seconds here in regulation, then he gets 30 more bonus time. He's not gonna need the bonus time. Trout pulls one. That ball's up, and it's out of here. 427 for Trout. He disposes of Rafael Devers. Moving Trout now to the second round, where he will be taking on Pete Alonso. Alonso beats Teoscar Hernandez in the first round, 20-12, not even a competition. And now Trout will see the former Home Run Derby winner, of course, in Polar Bear Pete. And Alonso hit 21 home runs in the first round, so Trout will need 22 to advance to the finals, where he will take on the winner of that Lindor and Yelich round of the Derby. So we just went over the catchers, of course. Ruiz is the guy. First base currently is Josh Bell. We do have Ronald Guzman off the bench, and yeah, I've shown none Ronald Guzman so far this season just because Josh Bell is everything Ronald Guzman is and just a little bit better. So Guzman is probably going to be one of these guys that is going to be traded during the trade deadline, and there's going to be a position I'm going to talk about very soon of where we're going to trade Ronald Guzman for. So second base, Jeremiah Jackson currently injured. He will be back very soon. Willie Calhoun's currently in his spot. And I'm going to be honest, Calhoun hasn't been great at second base. He's not the best defensively over there. He's like a common defense, and his hitting hasn't been all that great this season also. He's batting about .240. Given Jackson's a guy that bats around .240 as well, but if they're both batting .240, Jackson's 22 years old. He's better in the field. I'm taking Jeremiah Jackson over Willie Calhoun. But for now, Calhoun is in for the next couple weeks until Jackson comes back from injury. Shortstop is Corey Seager. Good MVP season last year. This year, he's batting around .270. Still a solid hitter. Again, I said in the last episode, just not the All-Star, just not the MVP we really expected last year. But of course, Seager's here for the next 9 years. There's a reason that he's going to get things straightened out here in Los Angeles. That brings me now to our third baseman, and Anthony Rendon. I was planning on probably moving on from him after this season because, of course, Drew Mendoza's waiting in the wings. Mendoza's still not that good, and Rendon's had a bounce back season this year, batting around 290. He's also in the top 5 right now for home runs in the AL, so it's just tough to replace the guy. I have him batting around 7th or 6th right now in our lineup, and it's kind of disrespectful to Rendon because we brought in our new starting right fielder or left fielder. We rotate the two guys, but Nicholas Castellanos. Okay, Castellanos was not the guy I thought he was going to be in the offseason. What is he batting this year? 270. Still a solid guy, but when Castellanos is only here for his batting, right? I mean, he's not here for defense. He's not a very good fielder. He can play first, he can play third, and he can play in the corner outfield positions, but Castellanos hasn't been great. And by the way, real quick, Mike Trout is 2 home runs away from winning this damn thing. He hits one out right there. He's got 30 seconds of bonus time, but first, he gets one off at the buzzer. Shot clock cheese for Trout. That ball's up and it's out of here. Trout goes 4 away into left center, and he advances to the finals. He gets rid of Polar Bear Pete Alonso, and he will be taking on Francisco Lindor, who hit 26 home runs in his last round against Christian Yelich, who hit 24. But look at this. Lindor is having a very bad round. Oh my goodness. He goes the full round and bonus time, and he only hit 16 home runs. Yikes. I mean, that's New York Mets Francisco Lindor for you right there. So Trout only has to hit 17 home runs right now. He hit 22 in the last one. I think we've got this one on lock. But back to Nicholas Castellanos. Again, not what we really expected. He's a solid player, but he's currently batting 2nd. I'm probably going to move him down very soon for Anthony Rendon. And of course, the other corner outfielder is Brandon Marsh. He is our leadoff hitter. The man is just great. He's batted about 290 this year last I checked. Fantastic player in Brandon Marsh. I got nothing against him. I like what he's doing at the leadoff position. He's just everything we thought Joe Adell was going to be, and we'll get to the bench guys in a second, but yeah, Marsh is a damn monster. And then of course our center fielder, what's his name again? Oh yeah, it's Mike Trout. Best player in the game. He's only getting better still. He should probably win the MVP this year. He's probably, yeah, I think he's first right now in the voting for that. He's on his way to win this home run derby. He should have won the MVP last year. Nothing against Corey Seager, but of course Mike Trout, best player in the game. I guess we'll talk about the bench real quick. I already talked about Guzman and Garver. As for Joe Adell, he batted 200 last year. I just don't know what to do with Joe Adell. We might move on. I'm just saying. Our outfielder is already pretty damn good. Adell's still only like a 68 overall. It's just so damn unfortunate. And their other bench guy currently is Randall Polson, the only guy we've ever drafted on this series who actually is on our big league squad. Polson's great. He hits for a lot of power. I got nothing against the guy. Starting pitching real quick. I mean, I think we're set. Patrick Sandoval has been shaky this year, but for a 5th starter, he is not that bad. Barrios might be the best pitcher in the game right now. Trevor Bauer, again, might be the best pitcher in the game. Shohei Ohtani can make the case for the best pitcher in the game, and Sandy Alcantara is doing what he needs to do. Probably the best 4th guy in the rotation in the major leagues. Now, our bullpen is shaky as Mike Trout is 1 home run away. This one could do it. Trout, deep left field. That ball needs to carry. It's up, and it's, yeah, out of here. Okay. 408 for Trout. It does it. Mike Trout wins the home run derby in his first attempt. He beats Francisco Lindor and add home run derby champion to the list of accomplishments for the man himself in Mike Trout. Oh my goodness, he's done it one more damn time. On to the All-Star game. Jose Barrios is the starter for the American League. I mean, look at that, 2.5 ERA this year. Oh my goodness, Trevor Bauer is also in the team as well, 2.95 ERA for him. The former Cy Young re-enters the All-Star game. And I was going to say Corey Seager's in the All-Star game, but he's not. Andrelton Simmons got in instead. Sure, okay. I mean, Seager batted 270 this year. I guess the MVP is not in it. And, of course, Mike Trout batting 321, 28 homers, 68 RBI. Why not? Of course, Mike Trout's in the All-Star game. As we will just go through the key moments of this game in tonight's episode, I'll just finish up talking about our team. The bullpen, the main thing we are looking to acquire, the main player we are looking to acquire in the trade deadline, or at the trade deadline, is going to be a left-handed bullpen guy. AJ Minter's out for the year because he has a head injury for 6 months. I don't know what's going on there, but again, we need a lefty. Zach Britton and Lon Rivas are there, and they're not very good. And then, of course, Aaron Bummer's our closer, so we need another lefty on our team. On to the All-Star game, Mike Trout picks up a single against Noah Syndergaard. I think that might be his first hit. Out of all the damn All-Star games we play with him, like, I think he never got a hit. And speaking of not getting hits, Austin Meadows grounds right into a double play. Nice scoop right there at first. We move on now to the bottom of the first, where, of course, the starter of the All-Star game for the American League is Jose Berrios, 2.5 ERA with a sub-1 whip as well. He will see Trey Turner first in the 1-2, and the Milwaukee Brewers shortstop strikes out right there on the slurve away by Berrios. One gone for Chris Bryant on the 1-1 count. Bryant hits one against the shift into right field. Bryant will look for two. He is going to get in there, and it's going to be a one-out double here for the National League. So coming up to the plate is going to be Christian Yelich on the 3-2 count. Yelich on the ground right to first. That is going to be Matt Olson at first to make the second out of the inning. And now to the plate will be Pete Alonso on the 1-2 count. Alonso strikes out. On the serve away by Berrios, we now move to the top of the third. Mike Trout getting his second at-bat against Luis Castillo. He's going to ground that one out to short, though, to Trey Turner. So that does it for Trout's second at-bat. And now Trevor Bauer comes out to pitch for the American League in the third inning. ERA of 2.95 so far this season for him with a 9-7 record. He will see Will Smith first in the 1-2 count. Bauer gets his former teammate to hit that one on the ground right to short. That'll be the first out of the inning. And now the plate will be the top of the order. Of course, it will be Trey Turner once more, and on the 2-2 count, Turner hits that one into right. 2 up, 2 down for Bauer. Looking for the third out right here. It will be Chris Bryant, and Chris Bryant will get his second double of the ball game, both against Angels pitchers. Okay, Chris Bryant's on with a 2-out double, so Bauer will have to see another batter. It, of course, is Christian Yelich. On the 2-2 count, Bauer tries to get him to bite on the gangster curve down. Instead, Chris Bryant is going to swipe third base. So runner on third, 2 outs for Yelich. And on the 3-2 count, he stares at strike 3 up and in by Bauer. There we go. Bauer gets out of his inning. We move to the top of the fifth. Mike Trout gets his third at bat. He hits that one on the ground again to Trey Turner. So Turner puts away Trout in his third at bat. We move straight to the bottom of the ninth inning because we sub Trout out and we've got really no other action. So last out of the game, it's going to be a Liam Hendricks forced pop out right to second base. And that does it. Yeah, the American League win the All-Star game by a score of 9-6. Again, a meaningless game, but still good to win, I guess. Mike Trout, of course, gets the dub alongside Jose Berrios and Trevor Bauer along with the rest of the American League. And folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 73 of the Los Angeles Angels franchise mode here in MLB 21 The Show. Just a quick all-star break video here before we get into the trade deadline episode here tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that as we probably move on from Ronald Guzman and potentially even Joe Adell to look for a very good lefty out of the bullpen, and maybe we make some other moves as well. So again, folks, thank y'all for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Also, make sure to check out our new series here on the channel, our fantasy draft franchise that did release Saturday morning. So if you do enjoy this series, I'm sure you'll enjoy that one as well. Again, folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.